Okay, guys. So I titled this Cons Don't Have Hearts. They usually do not have a heart. And then a second part I was going to talk about is being guilted into loving the black race. First, I want to talk about how, people expect, and this is about Umar. I might put that in the title, Umar. I usually don't put people names in titles because I'm not really trying to draw a crowd like that, okay? Um, I don't really have the time to really deal with trolls, and I don't deal with trolls like that. And it's because I don't put buzzwords into my titles, and so I don't attract a whole lot of people. But here's what I want to say. So I see people wanting Umar Johnson. They're tired of Umar Johnson. They want him to stop. They want him to stop stealing from people. The thing is that it's up to people to stop being conned over and over and over again. I give an example of something that happened to me earlier this year. It was a person who conned me, told me to go here and there. Oh, we need you to go here, get this, you know. And then there came a time where I said, this person is no longer telling the truth. They're lying. And so I called them on the phone. I said, you know what, you a con artist, and I don't think you have the heart to make things right, you know. But I forgot everything I said because I really went off on them. But what I'm saying is that these people are not going to, most likely, 9 times out of 10, there's always that small percentage of people who have a change of heart and want to do what's right. But that's not the case. That's not in most cases. That is extremely rare. Where you find con artists suddenly turn around and want to do the right thing. You hardly, I don't think you ever find that. It might be one out of a zillion. But that's what I'm saying is that this guy still wanted to keep lying after I don't expose him and show evidence of exposing him. He still wanted to keep up with his lie because he's a con artist. He's not going to do the right thing. It's up to people to stop being conned, okay? That guy would have been willingly kept using me, had I, gone along with his lies. He was never, even if I caught the man on camera doing what he did, he would have been like Shaggy and said it wasn't me. Okay, they're liars. He's not. Umar Johnson is no different than anybody else who is a con artist. Okay, I guess they want to really believe in this guy so badly because of his reputation, going around and giving a lot of lectures, whatever, talking about mental illness and little black boys, and he really, gave people a lot of hope or whatever. But it comes a time to, let go of the fantasy and see things for what it is, because what a lot of black people have, people period, but what a lot of black people have a habit of doing is holding on to a fantasy, especially black women, because he's exposing, excuse me, he's taking probably more money from black women than he is black men, even though black men have, given. But he's taking far more from a lot of black women, single mothers who have sons who are desperate for a role model, you know. Um, and they're trying to find the closest they can find the decent because there's hardly any at all. See, if the black collective just was swarming with a lot of positive black male role models, Umar Johnson probably wouldn't keep getting away with what he's doing. But because the black collective hardly have any positive male role models, these ladies just want somebody black. Like I said in the previous video, one of these ladies adopted these two black boys, and they're getting homeschooled. Okay, the lady lives there; that's her house, but then she has her daughters to help out with the sons too, and they're getting homeschooled. So they don't have to go into these public schools, into these dangerous areas where they indoctrinated not just by teachers in the educational system, but by these kids who are who come from different housing situations that's not good for children. But that's what I want to say is that and I said, I suggested to her, why not just get find a non-black man to mentor the boys instead of just constantly trying to look for somebody black, and so you find anybody. I told you she was looking at Snoop Dogg to mentor her boys, but what kind of music has he come out with? Look at the kind of music he has come out with, and you want to use Snoop Dogg. I understand that he's a millionaire, But this is what you want to use to mentor your boys, and your boys are going to be around him wanting to be like him. And how did he get his money? So I suggested just if you want him to really be a man, put him around some real patriarchs, some people who really build up their nation and not tear down their own women and community to get money, because that's what a lot of these guys have done. They have torn down, literally sold out their communities for trinkets. That's what they've done. So why not put them around people who really, real patriarchs who care about building up their nation? Put them around folks like that. So anyway, that's it for Umar Johnson. He's not going to change. He's not going to apologize. He is a con artist. Con artists don't usually apologize. They don't change their mind. They don't have a heart. People want to trying to tell Umar Johnson to do the right thing. He will not do the right thing. He is a con artist. He won't do the right thing. Think of any con artists that you ever seen on TV, on the news. Do they ever do the right thing? They don't. So I don't even don't want to make this about going in on Umar Johnson, because it's been clear who this man is. He is a con. That's it. Now moving on to being guilty into loving the black race. I hear, especially black women, because I can understand why maybe black men say it. Black men have more of an advantage because the black women are always taking care of them and protecting them. But black women, I hear some black women say, "Oh, I love the black race." There's nothing wrong with you loving yourself and your skin complexion and all of who you are. But I don't have to love the black race, and I don't love the black race, and that's just me. I don't have to love the black race because the black race don't love me. Okay? Now, that's not to say that I don't, have love for certain women. Bronze women, black women. I got bronze from what's that? I hate it. Rubicon. I listened to one of our videos. She says bronze. Sometimes I say brown. But anyway, yeah, and so yes, I have some love for those, especially those women who have supported me in my time of need. All of my support, one Caucasian male, and all of the rest of them were brown, women, black women, okay, that supported me in my time of need. Just about all of them except for one male, which was a Caucasian male, okay? But other than that, we already know that the black race, this is just how they're identified. The black race do not love so-called black women. They don't. They hate black women. And there's a lot of black women within the race that hate other black women. So why would you love a group of people that don't want to see you do well? See, this is where we get to, I want to call it common sense, but it's not common among everybody. I try not to use that word so much because everything is not common sense. Especially when you have been immersed in a community and have not been outside the box to see what other nations of people, how they keep things moving, and you only been stuck in just one community that doesn't love you, But no, I don't love the black race, and I don't have to, and other people don't have to be guilted into loving the black race. It's nothing to love. You look at how I was looking at a video. So she in the title, I'm not in the title, but and her username is Creole something. Okay, fair-skinned woman, hair pass, and the reason I'm describing her because the treatment that she gets, that she has gotten, is no different from had it been a dark-skinned woman. That's why I'm describing her. Okay, so hair past her shoulders, and it looked like it's her real hair. It looked wet, like she just washed her hair or something. But she made a video talking about she's sick and tired of Umar Johnson, and she's talking about Umar Johnson just admit that you took people money. He ain't going to do it because he's a con artist. He's a liar. He's not a good person. He's not going to do it. But, so she was just going on about that, and she got over 100 dislikes. I think she had about maybe 700 likes, but over 100 dislikes. Clearly, this man has taken these people money. He has shown no proof of the school, but you have over 100 people who dislike it anyway. Nasty things in the comments. No different has she been a dark-skinned woman. That's what I'm saying. That's why I described her the way I did. Not because I really care about colorism and all that stuff. But she got treated no different than had she been a dark-skinned woman. And it's not to say that the plight of her plight is going to be the same as a dark-skinned woman. That's not what I'm saying. My point is the way that women, period, within this black collective, women, how they get treated is the point I'm making. Not about color. I'm not getting on colorism. It's how women are treated, period. They're treated horribly. They're treated like they're not supposed to have a voice. And that's how this lady was treated. Okay? And so when you have a group of people that's stuck on losing, that's stuck on staying at the bottom, and you try to help them and they want to call you all kind of names and, call you welfare queens and talk about you, even if you don't have children, they want to call you all these names. And it's funny how they hate black women who have children, but then they get mad that black women don't have children. You see how confused they are? You see how confused they are? That's why this group of people are not to really be loved, okay? It's not to say that you wouldn't love certain people within it. Like, there's certain people that I have love for. Like, as an example, like I said, I have love for a lot of those ladies that help me, in my time of need, that support me. So, yeah, I have love for certain people, but that don't mean I need to have love for the whole collective of the group, because the whole collective of the group do not want to win, and they especially want to keep black women at the bottom. They don't want black women to live their best life. And why would you love a group of people who don't want you to live your best life? Why would you love them? So no, I don't love the black race. Now, I don't hate them either. I just don't think anything of the black race. So I'm not gonna put no energy into hating them either. I just don't think anything of them. I'm indifferent. Okay, I can love myself. Don't mean because it depends on what you want to call yourself. Do you want to call yourself black? Because that's pretty much a label, And so that's a caste. Okay, I was talking to a guy from India the other day. I mean, he's familiar with that too. They deal with the caste over there too. It's a caste. I don't have to accept the black identity. I don't have to accept that when that's the caste. But black people guilt you into accepting it because they're stuck at losing. They're stuck at losing. Okay, and so anyway, and it's okay if some people that's okay will still want to be called black, but those who want to get rid of that title, that's on them. They have every right because they understand where it come from. But yeah, that's all I gotta say is, don't be guilty just because you say you don't love the black race. People want to tell you have self-hate. No, I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself, but I'm not going to love a group of people that don't want to see me rise. Why would you love a group of people who don't want to see you rise? You might as well love the KKK. They'll want to see you rise more than the black people do. Okay? So, and KKK, I mean, that might be an exaggeration. I wouldn't put myself around on KKK. I wouldn't even go to their meetings and get into that doggone alligator pit. But I'm just saying, black people want to see you rise even less. They don't want to see you do well. And so they're no different than the white supremacy that they keep complaining about. White supremacy has done more for a lot of black people than black people have done for black people. But anyway, that'll be it. And I'll talk